Oh my goodness. Not one, not two, but three. Yes, three pretty pockets waiting for you. This is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. Today we're creating a really beautiful card. I didn't tie it up. You can see me do so in the video where we have this double-sided card full of pockets. Look at this gorgeous designer series paper. Comes together to celebrate fall in the most beautiful of ways. And I hope that you fall in love with fall like I am. This is a very simple card and we're going to create it in a matter of minutes. Go ahead and join us right now and subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't, and create with us all week long as we bring something beautiful from card making every day of the week. Okay, you guys, creating pockets is one of my favorite things to do. And with this really fun, and I'm going to tell you, it's so stinking easy, handmade card, we're going to make not one, but two, but three happy pockets. Okay, so you can see all the measurements for this, my blog, in the description below, and we are going to create it right away. This here is using our basic black 12-inch by 12-inch cardstock, and so we're going to cut that down to create this. It's going to end up being a little bit too thick to fit. Oh my gosh, you guys, pockets! I love me some pockets. I love a dress with pockets. I love clothes with pockets, and the deeper the pocket, the better. So we're going to create a pocket themed card. So this is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. Subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't. We want you to join us all week long as we create and make the world a more beautiful place, one handmade card at a time. Okay, so are you ready? All of these measurements are directly in my blog, link in the description below, at gettingcrafty.net. If you guys don't see, you guys can see that, as well as the list to purchase all of this. This is a 12 by 12 piece of our basic black cardstock. It's offered in our holiday catalog right now, and I love 12 by 12s. They're old school scrapbooking, so this is going to be really kind of a fun. This will end up being 3 by 5.5, so it will fit into an envelope, you guys. So that is really good to know. Now, all these scores are done. We have them cut. It's a 12 by 9, and we're going to make these little panels. We have little pockets we're going to be creating for each piece of this. It's really fun. So you're going to need a good bone folder. We're going to go ahead, and I've already scored this. And so we're going to make, look at those deep, sexy little pockets. They make me so happy. Okay, so I'm easily pleased no matter what my husband and children say. We're going to go in and we need to do a good impression. Normally I don't push super hard, but this is one of those things that you can do really easily to make it work. Now we're going to go ahead and open it and do your nice firm impression on each level, right? This is going to be an interactive card, and our cardstock is thick enough to stand up to an interactive card. It is dyed all the way through. So you have these rich fibers. It's not inexpensive. So when you tear it, it's not going to be white inside. It's going to be black all the way through. So here we have a really cute card. I will have later this week a version of this with an 8.5 by 11 cardstock with modified measurements. So you guys will get to see that as well. Now we're going to be embracing the Hello Harvest designer series paper. It's lush. It's gorgeous. It's full of colors, and using a black cardstock is really one of those things that you want to be aware of, that you can't, how do I say this? You have to put a liner inside. So these pockets are going to be creating a way that we have an automatic liner built in. So there you go. We're also going to be embracing the Alpha Best bundle right here. I love this bundle because we can spell out anything we want to say. I have a really fun interactive card that's on my blog as well. Probably tomorrow. I've already created it. It's ready to go. So I love that. We're going to use our multi-purpose liquid adhesive with this, but we're going to need a good pair of snips. And so our Stampin' Up paper snips are really sharp all the way to the end. And so we're going to take off one of these bottom boxes right here. Again, all these measurements are on my blog in the description below, as well as the shopping list for all this goodness. You can grab that with me anytime you want. And I have been creating it's coming on 17 years with Stampin' Up, and I love it. We're going to go in and just trim this out. Right here, just one of the boxes, you guys. Just one, right? So then we're going to take this, and I wanted to go that. Do you see when I did that, how this bowed up? So what it tells me is that I need to trim this bottom piece back a smidge. It's kind of, I don't even know how to describe that. I'm thinking of like a fashion thing, like, so I'm gonna trim out just a smidge, you guys. I wouldn't go too much shorter than the side. All you're wanting to do is create it so it tucks in, right? Right there. There we go. So now when I close it, it's no longer bowing. See, that's really important. I want it to lay flat. And I would not get rid of my bits and pieces. You can use that on another card quite easily. So you can see how quickly those pockets came together. Oh my gosh, like easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to take our multi-purpose liquid adhesive, and I'm going to use, it's got 2 tips. So I'm going to use the smaller, thinner tip, but I want you guys to repeat after me. Less is more. Repeat, less is more. It's really like important that you guys realize that less is more. So we're going to go in and I'm going to put a fine bead on that line, but not all the way to the top. I'm going to leave a little space right here. Stay as close to the edge as you can. Now, if you want it to be even tighter, you can use our tear tape. I love our tear tape, and you'll see me use that in a project that's coming up this week. Another really fun interactive card that I made for somebody special in our lives. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. I love that card. Okay. My kids thought it was foolish, but I love it. So now you really have to see it. So what we're doing is we're going to just kind of squeeze the edge, and you'll see it come out, right? Just kind of give it another little TLC push, and you want to give it a good rub. This is why the little seam will come out, and you don't want it to be closed in on itself when it comes out, because then it might like stick or tear. Not that it matters a ton, because again, these are dyed fibers all the way through. So this is a card that can sit a lot of different ways, my friends. Really easy to do. I like to take and give it a good back rub. Take your bone folder, and you don't have to push really hard. Now I shake, I've got a slight tremor to my hand. So this has to be a project that's not super complicated. It's going to sit on somebody's counter. You're going to have it decorated on both edges. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, if you took my online class with the Alpha Best, you should have received your kit, and you will have these embellishments that were added into your kit. We're going to be using the elegant faceted gems with this project. I love it. These are one of my favorite gems. That's not true. I love all of them, but there's something special about this one in particular. I just love the colors, and I think that the pearlescent look of them, there's 3 varieties there, kind of foggy, goes really well with this project. So we're going to create, these are going to be our little pockets on the inside. Look at that. Super cute. Then we're going to, and it's snug. So these are smaller, and I wanted them to tuck in. Now this makes a great gift card holder, and we're going to have some fun decorating both sides. I love an interactive card that's sure to wow. Now we're going to frame out some of this designer series paper right here. We have the thick basic white cardstock. Actually, this is regular basic white, not thick. I didn't want this to be too thick of a project. Keep that in mind. So we have card stock as our frame. Then we have the paper we have for this Hello Harvest is gorgeous, right? You can't go wrong with it. Simply stunning. Look at those colors, rich patterns. I know that people jump right into Christmas, but I love fall. And so this is the back side of those designer series papers, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. I miscut these. I did. So when I cut it so that it would have to lay down like this. And I was like, oh, darn, like it's sideways pumpkins. I don't like sideways pumpkins. So we're going to highlight the opposite side of this cardstock, or this designer series paper, I mean. And that to me is actually happy as well. I love the rich black and white. It's one of my favorite color combos. Now, we're just going to take our multi-purpose liquid adhesive, and we're going to do a little box around here and place it with the frame. And let me tell you, I get this all the time, and I was speaking with a friend of mine that's a crafter named Megan, and we talked about the difference when you add a layer. This little layer of the basic whites cardstock will make this card look more elevated, no matter if it were colored or not. Adding a frame is a really easy way to make your project look more refined and finished. Right there. And here, then we're just going to place it on the designer series, or on the cardstock, I mean, right there. And I don't make a thick, goopy pour. I make a thinner pour right there. Now, we can add banners. We can do lots and lots and lots, you guys, of words on this project. And I have 4 of these cut, so you can see the variety here. Easy peasy. And actually, I'm going to do a 5th one, and I'm going to show you right now what I'm going to do. So hold on one second. Okay, I made a couple quick little twists. I'm going to set aside my embellishments. Good luck in me not losing it. Let's just be legit. If you've ever seen my channel, it's a good chance. Just putting it next to me, I could do that. So this is our designer series paper. I did add one more piece to it because I wanted to make a quick twist. Now, I did put a little X on this. This is one I'm creating. I will tend, oh, you goodness. My kids just called in the middle of filming, you guys, and it just throws me off. Sorry. I can misplace things and get lost. So I put little marks, especially in pencil, if I'm going to be covering that. Don't be ashamed of like marking your stuff. Embrace your own struggles. I know that's mine, and it's not even a huge struggle, but it's enough that it bugs me. I did add one of our crushed curry into this because I wanted to add a little zhuzh to this, and then we're gonna have 3 more little crushed curries to go behind that. I figured I like the brightness of this project. Now this goes together so stinking easy. Again, all the measurements are in the description below, and we're going to be embracing saying anything we want with this. Recently, I just did a very unique card. Again, you'll see that on my blog tomorrow and my YouTube channel. But that unique card has such a crazy fold in it and some great tips and techniques on die cutting. So do not miss that project. You guys are going to want to join it. And then did you guys know we go live every Monday? If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell. We want you to join us all week long. I homeschool my youngest 4 kids, so I know that this season can be a bit crazy for us. And but I love crafting. This is my me time, and I hope you're along for the ride and living that same wonderful life that I just feel connected to. Now we're going to be making this unique fun fold card. It's going to tuck in. We have a lot going on with this, but on the inside I thought it would be really fun. You can do a couple different things. So I did trim down this really fun autumny print right here. And again, everything's black and white. I could totally flip it and have it be black and white. I'm not going to. I like color a lot. So we're going to embrace this like this. But say you wanted to write some more. What you could do is instead of putting designer series paper right here, you can actually put cardstock. Again, our layering cardstock, we have 2 levels. We have our basic white cardstock, which comes 42 a pack. And that is a thinner weight, whereas the thicker cardstock, much like this crushed curry or our thick basic white cardstock, is designed for a card base. So you want to limit how much you're doing that as a layer. I was talking to one of my girlfriends, she's a postmaster here, and she told me that the big difference is that your card has to be able to bend before you mail it. So what that means is if you were holding your card up, it has to be able to bend without like forcing it. This card is not going to be able to do that. It's just not. This is a kind of card that I would gift away. And so here we have the inside of the card, and we have these little pretty pieces of white cardstock. Elevate your project, add some color to brighten it. So this is black. It's a lot of black and white, which I think is super cool. Ooh, actually, I should stamp that before putting it on. We're going to take a chance. Otherwise, I'll be recutting that piece right there. And these pockets will tuck in just like so. And you can put gift cards. You can do a lot of that in here. So I look at the difference, right? Look at this white here versus adding that layer. Super pretty, super fun. And again, we can say fall in love, which is perfect for this kind of card. I think we might end up doing that. And that's the inside of the card, right? Now we're going to decorate the outside of the card. This is going to be kind of an over-the-top project. I love, love, love it. Now our layer for this will be the basic white cardstock. I'm going to just go ahead and assemble this, and you guys will watch that happen. Again, all of these measurements are in the description below, and you can find the full recipe there to create this. And it's just a matter of minutes. So let's go ahead and just assemble this back side here. Okay, so you should be able to see, this is the inside of the card, but this is the outside. As you were hopefully watching me create, we have the white layer, which picks up the white within the card, which will brighten that up, but also dramatize the color and the black. And the outside of your card is going to look just like so. I originally put this beautiful mossy meadow here, but I decided to alternate it. One of the great benefits to using the liquid multi-purpose liquid adhesive is that you can pick it off pretty quickly and remove it and apply it, and it's not goopy. I wanted that to alternate the pattern right there. Easy peasy. And this is going to be one of those things that people are going to play with, you guys. It's just too pretty not to. I'm going to set that aside. Now, I'm going to teach you a really fun trick with using photopolymer. Now, we're going to line up. This is one of the reasons why I use a grid paper in all of my crafting. You're going to stamp straighter, but what you can do is we're going to a couple different things. Now, I might use like, okay, so this is where Jamie's OCD comes into play. Did you guys know I'm a little A-type hippie? So what we're going to do is we can take this here, and I'm going to kind of draw a light line across it. Now, see the error in applying it to the crushed curry? You can totally do it, but I just think that it's a little bit more challenging. I like a fun little, I use these fancy pencils. I'll put them on my blog, you guys, so you can see them. They're a graphic artist pencil that I love, and I feel fancy when using it, but I find that, actually, that's just really what it comes down to. I feel fancy when using it, and I love that. It's a little things in life, my friends. It really is. Now, so I have a very fine pencil line on here. Can you see? I'm going to zoom in so you can see that there. And we're going to line up, so I can try to do this while we're up close and personal. We want to fall in love. I love the play on words. The fall season is here. We have Valentine's Day coming up. This is one of those things, you guys, that's really easy to do. And when you have the cute alphabet, you can use the punch with this, but you don't have to. So what we're going to do is line up fall, F-A-L-L. So we have the F here, and we're going to be using black Memento ink to stamp it. Now, again, I'm using the grid paper. You can't see it. I'm going to zip out just a sec. There you go. This is the F, and I'm going to use the grid paper to line up my letters. It's kind of crazy, but it works. F-A-L. And we only have one set. So sometimes when I get stamp sets like this, I often will get a second set so that I can use multiple letters right there. And I want to push it in. Now, photopolymer is sticky, and that drives me bonkers. I will be legit with you. Oh, see, that's going to bug me. So what we're going to do instead, we can fix that. So I'm just going to grab a clear block. And I'm going to still use the grid paper here underneath. And so we're going to... It's F-A-L-L. Oh, girls, I am dyslexic. That's going to drive me bonkers too. So let's see if I can just do this. F-A-L-L. Yes, you can be dyslexic and homeschool your kids. I know some people have asked me about that. Even if you weren't, it's amazing how you can homeschool. And I love my classical conversations community. I use that. So I'm going to stand real quick and just look to make sure I've lined up my grid. So I have F-A-L, right? We have the first block, and I'm grabbing my Memento ink pad here. Memento is ideal for black when you are using photopolymer stamps. So we're going to hit F-A-L. And I'm off to the side, so I'm going to stamp that F-A-L and take off the F and the A and put it away right away on my photopolymer, set. And then we're going to redo the L. There. Fall. We're going to take that L off and we're going to do In Love. Are you ready? It's super easy. Now you can do it a bunch of ways. You can do one at a time. We do have that pencil line, so I'm using that as a guide for this project. So let me do that really quick. Okay, you guys, fall in love. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? So I did use a pencil. It does take some playing with photopolymer, especially. I found that my acrylic nails seem to stick more to photopolymer. I don't know why that is, but it does. So we have this great interactive card. Look at it. You're all set. You can do anything. This will set on somebody's counter. It will have great like insight and look. So we're going to go ahead and tuck the fall right there. In Love. This is a wonderful anniversary card. I mean, goodness, I have some really good girlfriends. I would send this to them just to brighten their day because look how pretty this card is. But wait, we're going to elevate it just a smidge. We are going to, this interactive card, look at it. And it lays flat. Okay, so it's a 3 by 5.5 by the time you're done, and too thick. Now, remember we talked about that. This is not bending. That card is not going to bend, especially on this end. If I wanted to mail this, I would put it in a padded envelope and send it that way so that it's hand stamped and all that good stuff with your postmaster. Now, we're going to take here, and I just like a little bit of extra. I have ribbon shears, so you'll find that I fussy cut with regular shears, but this is just for ribbon only. And there we go. And then we're going to tie a sweet little bow. And I'm going to tell you a little secret about tying a bow, right? We're going to turn it and we're going to make a little bow, but you can tie it anywhere on the card and it will move once it's tied to wherever you want it. Fluff your bow. I mean, if you have pockets and a bow and sparkles, you have an award-winning card. Okay, so we have that, and then we have this here, these rhinestones. I love them so much. And it comes in 3 shades. There's like this pearlescent, this beautiful dusty rose, and then this clear sparkle faceted gem. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool to just add a little bit embellishments. Remember that odd numbers are best, and I'm not going to embellish every layer. I'm embellishing what I think is the front of the card. And I chose this gorgeous designer series paper with these mums right on the top because, hello, I can't grow mums. Maybe if they're in the ground. I have found that I can't grow things in pots. So I am accepting that fate. Oh, you guys. But I couldn't grow anything in California. Now I'm in the Midwest, Indiana, and I can grow like these gorgeous flowers and garden, and it doesn't take much because it's just lush here. So much rain. It's gorgeous. And then I put this back in. I love my Take Your Pick tool, especially since getting acrylic nails. This little spatula piece stays on now and does so much for me. Okay, so here we go. We have a really sweet little bowed up card. Isn't that so beautiful? Now, if you did not want this ribbon to go away, you wanted it to stay there, you can do a couple different things. You could have adhesived it underneath of there. You can still put a dash of adhesive on it. So if that's the case, let's just say it is. I'm going to pull up the ribbon a smidge and I'm going to put just a very fine line right there. But this is a mesh organza ribbon with sparkle built in. I love it. It's organdy, it's white, sparkly. Oh, it makes me so happy. Okay, I'm gonna teach you a little secret here. We're gonna put the ribbon on top of it and we're gonna give it a good back massage. but that sticky is going to come through, you guys. So what you want is to grab your embossing buddy, and we're going to powder the back of this. It's actually not sticky too bad, but we're going to powder the back of this so that it doesn't transfer to an envelope or anything like that. Well, that would mean I can find it when I want it. So sure, we're not going to do that, but it's not too sticky. It does leave a little line, which if you're a little OCD, that might bug you. So this is a card. Now it could have been a belly band if you wanted to do that as well. So somebody can untie it. And it has so much pretty sparkle on this already. Like those little faceted gems are fabulous. The back of the card looks just like so. Isn't that beautiful? Don't jump right into Christmas. I mean, I'm preparing for Christmas as we speak, but enjoy the beauty of fall. Fall in love, you guys, with fall. Now, the standard card size for a gift card is a business card size. So that being the case, know that the business card size can fit in here. So you could actually tuck inside gift cards for your project. So this would be something fun. Now, say you wanted to give somebody a gift card in the project. It's the same size as your business card. This fits perfectly. So what you can do, and what I would do, would be take a little mini glue dot, take your gift card and put it on one corner. Boom. Look at it. It's right there on the back. Super easy, right? And that way when they're opening it, it doesn't go flying. Find your dot and then put it down in the bottom of your card. Just like so. So when somebody pulls this open, the gift card is tucked in. Most gift cards have a little bit of color, right? So you'll see something peeking through. But when they pull it open, they can then just remove that gift card. Easy peasy. You don't have to put adhesive if you don't want to, but I would, because I've seen people pull and like gift cards go flying. So that is a simple way to get around that. But you guys, do you love this as much as I do? Look at the back. It's so pretty. It's going to sit on somebody's counter. It's going to look adorable. Fall in love. Oh my gosh. Imagine on their desk. Imagine giving it to somebody in your life that means a bunch to you. I hope that this makes you happy. Don't miss out on our upcoming card making classes online and in person. We'd love to have you join us. And I'm just saying, I love this. And this organdy ribbon is so easy to tie and fluff. That's all you gotta do. It's fluff. And I think that it's kind of funny because I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, but I had my nails done and I told her fall, and she freehanded this. And I think the colors really do tie in to this project. You know, like look at that color match. And I actually, you know what? I think I'm going to give it to that sweet girl tomorrow. Claudia does my nails. She freehands the awesome art and I love it. And I think this will just brighten her day. She's a sweet girl. What do you think? Go ahead and comment. Let me know what you like best about this card, and subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't. We want you, yes, you, to join us as we craft and create, making the world a more beautiful place, one handmade card at a time. If you have any questions, you can see a description below. You can see how to shop for this stuff, and the full supply list and the measurements are in the link to my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Go ahead and pin and share this and let me know what you think. And what would you like to see? Is there a fun fold that speaks to you? I love this. I mean, you guys, seriously, so pretty. Easily unwrapped as like a gift in a card. And then look, it comes together. It's going to sit on somebody's counter so beautifully, but it also has pockets. Pockets! I love pockets. And I love the combo of the black and white and the color. I hope you do too. Thanks for joining me. Please like and share this video, comment, pin it. Let's see how far it can go, and creating something beautiful like this. If you create something like this, make sure you let me know and share it in our Getting Crafty Stampers group on Facebook. And I would love for you to inspire other people along with us. Thanks for joining us. God bless. Bye.